Welcome to your training on work orders, transfers, and GRNs in Settle. Today, we'll walk through how each of these features works and when to use them. We'll begin with a quick overview of how these three fit into your broader supply chain workflow. Then we'll dive into how to create and manage each one step by step. By the end, you'll be able to confidently decide which workflow to use in any situation to ensure your inventory records are accurate. First, let's talk about which feature to use. Work orders represent the start of production or assembly. Transfers move goods between locations, and GRNs confirm what you've received from vendors. Each has a distinct role, but together they create a full picture of your inventory lifecycle. It may be that you only need to use one of these features in your process today. This video will help you narrow in on the one to use, how to use it, and where to get started. Let's start with work orders. Work orders are useful when you need to track items that are being produced or assembled. From the left navigation bar, select Work Orders, then click Create Work Order. Select the vendor from the drop-down options. The issue date defaults to today's date, but you can update this via the calendar. You can add a memo to add details if needed. Next, add your items by selecting them from the drop-down and setting the quantity. We're just going to do a production run of 1,000 units of our glow bars. One thing to note here is that only products that have bill of materials can be added to a work order. You can see on the catalog item, we've already added the components to our peach glow bars. You can also see these on the work order view. This work order will be sent a few weeks from today to our West Coast warehouse. I can also see different layouts of this work order by clicking each one of these views. Since everything looks good, we'll send this work order to the vendor. We'll copy in our teammate who will be receiving this inventory at the destination location so it's on their radar. Now that the work order is in the works, we can also adjust the shipping details as we get closer to the shipment date. This will allow us to track the milestones for this order. I can even add a shipping cost as an additional expense on this work order. We'll choose quantity as our allocation method, so the charge is split across all of the items in the work order. This ensures we have the full costs accounted for in the production of these bars. Upon opening the work order, it will decrease the available inventory of the raw materials at the originating location and increase the incoming inventory at the destination location. Once production is complete, we'll mark this as received and create the associated GRN. This will move our finished goods inventory into an available status at the destination location. The components have already been adjusted, so no changes are necessary there. Next, let's look at transfers. Transfers allow you to move inventory between locations, such as from a warehouse to a retail store or from one storage facility to another. They're especially important for businesses with multiple locations, helping balance stock levels, avoid overstocking in one place, and prevent shortages in another. To begin, open the Transfers section and click Create Transfer. Select the sending location and the destination location. In this example, we'll use West Coast Warehouse as the sending location and Pacific Hub as the destination. Add the arrive by date, then enter the items you'd like to transfer along with their quantities. For this example, we'll transfer 350 Trailblazer bars, 650 Strawberry bars, and 650 Sunburst bars. Next, add a shipping cost as an additional expense. We'll use value as the allocation method so the charge is split proportionally across the items. Once the transfer is initiated, the items are deducted from the source location and remain in transit until the transfer is completed. Since everything looks good, we'll now send this transfer to the vendor. When the transfer is opened, it decreases the available inventory of raw materials at the originating location and increases the incoming inventory at the destination. Once the goods arrive, mark the transfer as received. This updates your inventory across both locations, ensuring counts stay accurate. Finally, let's cover GRNs, or Goods Received Notes. GRNs confirm which products and amounts you ordered from a vendor have been received. GRNs are unique from the previous two in that you can create one manually, or if your WMS is connected, it will be auto-imported. Let's take a look at the manual process. Manual GRNs can be used for any location where you are manually tracking inventory. To create one, go to the Purchase Order section and open the PO you'd like to receive against. In this example, we'll receive PO 10,000 to S&S Supplement Suppliers. Scroll to the bottom of the PO and click Receive Items to begin the GRN process. You'll see the products listed in the PO and you can mark quantities as received, whether partial or full. In this example, we only received 450 blueberry bars, 750 peach bars, 450 papaya bars, and 400 orange bars. Once saved, the GRN updates your inventory to reflect what's physically on hand. If you only receive part of the order, the remaining quantities will stay open until fulfilled. Alternatively, if you have a WMS connected, you can also review the automated GRNs imported through the Sync Center. You'll find these in the Sync Center to confirm everything is aligned between Settle and your integrated systems. Together, work orders, transfers, and GRNs give you control and clarity at every stage of your supply chain. Work orders track production, transfers manage stock across locations, and GRNs confirm receipts. By using these workflows in Settle, you'll maintain accurate inventory levels, improve operational efficiency, and reduce costly mistakes. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos.